Hey, how you doing guys? So last time we did the 60s and 70s illustrations for this client, and today we're doing the 80s and 90s. So this is a very popular beanie hat people wore in the 80s. So they wanted a sketch character of this guy. This is Olof Palme. He was the Prime Minister of Sweden in the 80s. He got gunned down in 86 by an unknown killer. He led his social party. Alright, so the client got back to me. They didn't like the sketch. I had to scrap it. So this time around, they want a more cartoonish character. Alright, so I emphasized the nose, of course. And I made his hairline a bit more wild. And I really thought they didn't want to go for this one. He looks more like a monster than a politician. But they liked it, so. The thing with hand-drawn illustration is that the lines doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, the client often doesn't want to have perfect lines, because I can easily draw this with perfect lines in the computer, in Photoshop or Illustrator. So what the client wish to see when it comes to hand-drawn illustration is that, in fact, that you can visibly see that it is hand-drawn. And this was, of course, the coolest mobile phone you can have back in the olden times. You had their own bags with them. I'm too young to have had one of these because these were, of course, very expensive. We were poor, but I'm sure this would impress the girls. In 1986, the power plant of Chernobyl collapsed or whatever. So we had all this radioactive pollution that traveled in the air to Sweden. And the Live Aid design, I asked the client if they had the right to use this one, because it's an existing design. But they said, since it's an illustration for a book, you're okay to use it, so.